Miss Lily, your credit card has been declined again. If you cannot pay the $20,000 deposit for the VIP maternity suite today, we will have to ask you to transfer to a public hospital and wait in line. That's impossible. Could you please try swing it again? I have a family trust fund under my name and there's enough money in it. I'm sorry. The system shows your account has been completely frozen by your legal guardian. Can you hurry up? If you can't afford it, don't come to a private hospital. The air here is being polluted by poor people. Uncle, why is my card frozen? I'm about to give birth. You can't cut off my medical funds at a like this.
Don't get so worked up, dear niece. The doctor says you've been extremely mentally unstable lately. To protect your assets, as your guardian, I had no choice but to temporarily take over your trust.
You're lying. You just want to swallow the money my parents left me. Give it back to me.
Give it back to you? Fine. There's an asset transfer document and a prenatal agreement with old lawyer Martin. Sign them, and I'll transfer the medical fees immediately.
That old pervert is even older than you. I'd rather die than sign.
I'll give you 5 minutes to reconsider. Otherwise, you and that bastard in your belly can wait to die in the hospital. Of course, you could also try to find the baby's father, so soon you can.
Find the baby's father. Hello, room service. The red wine you ordered is here. Excuse me, I'll just leave the wine on the bar and go...
Let me go! Let me go!
Let you go? It's too late.
What's happening? I feel so hot.
No, you're not going anywhere. I'm not letting you leave.
We found out. Mihako took money from the Russian mob and put an aphrodisiac in the incense baler.
Where is the traitor?
He's gone into hiding.
Find him. I want to personally wring that traitor's neck.
Wait for me to come back.
I actually did those things last night.
Lily, have you made up your mind? Lily, have you made up your mind? Will you sign or not?
I will never sign the trust fund transfer agreement for you. That's the last bit of dignity my parents left me.
Dignity? Do you think you have a choice? Let me tell you, I've already found a psychiatrist who issued a medical certificate proving you have severe pregnancy-induced insursifron. The ambulance is already on its way. If you don't sign, you'll be sambly bound and taken to a California sane institution tonight.
You're insane! That's illegal!
Illegal? In Los Angeles, I am the law. Once you're in the madhouse, the bastard in your belly will still be sent straight to an orphanage the moment it's born.
Sign it. This is your last chance.
In your dreams, you blood-sucking monster, I'll haunt you even as a ghost!
Tie this disobedient woman up and get her in the car. Take her to the sanitarium and give her the highest dose of sedatives.
Help! Someone help my baby!
Unidentified pregnant woman, approximately 8 months along. Severe contractions, ruptured membranes with massive hemorrhage. Blood pressure is plummeting.
Prepare for blood transfusion immediately. Take her to emergency room 1. Prepare for an emergency C-section now.
Doctor, her clothes are soaked. We need to cut them open to establish IV access.
Stop.
Doctor? The patient's condition is critical.
Don't touch that bracelet. That's the personal token of the Godfather of the Sterling family. Damn it, how did it end up on her?
The Godfather?
Suspend the C-section. Initiate the highest level black alert. Dispatch all security to lock down this entire floor. Wake up every single one of our best obstetric antenatal spectrists in the whole hospital. If anything happens to her, we're all dead! Dominic! The Sterling family can't have it all! Our family must have 30% of the dry shares in that port, or no one leaves this room tonight!
Boss, we've admitted a pregnant woman with severe hemorrhaging in the emergency room. She's wearing your Onyx Cross bracelet on her wrist.
Is it her?
Where is she?
At your private hospital, undergoing emergency treatment.
Dominic! Our negotiation isn't over! Are you declaring war?
Shut up. The boss doesn't have time to kill you right now.
I am Lily's legal guardian. This is a court-ordered medical transfer from the state of California. She has a severe mental illness. Hand her over to me immediately. I'm taking her back to the psychiatric hospital.
I'm sorry, sir. This patient is under observation in the intensive care unit. No one is allowed to visit, let alone take her away.
Not allowed? I'll tear this place apart today if I have to, just to drag that crazy woman out. Search the place.
Run? Why aren't you running anymore?
Don't come any closer. Please don't touch my baby.
You're a tough one to kill, but it doesn't matter. As soon as you sign this, I'll have someone give you a strong sedative and send you on your way.
Someone please save me.
You! Who are you? Security! Where are the security guards of this hospital?
Which hand touched her?
I am her legal guardian. I warn you not to mess around. I know the mayor of Los Angeles, and I know the boss of the East Side Mafia. If you dare lay a finger on me... Ah! No! What are you doing? Let me go! Ah!
This is serious intentional assault. We have legitimate guardianship documents from the California court. I'm calling the police on you. I'll make sure you rot in jail for life.
Call the police? In Los Angeles, I am the end of the law. Look up a name. That idiot lawyer in the hospital room right now holding those worthless papers. Revoke his license, shut down his firm.
Bankrupt. The FBI has already seized the firm's accounts? That's impossible.
Hand them over to the dog I keep at the FBI on charges of interstate fraud and attempted murder. Take good care of them in prison. I don't want them to survive the first week.
Yes, boss.
No!
You came.
I'm here. Sleep now. From today on, in this world, no one will ever lay a finger on you again.
Mr. Dominic Sturtland. Lily Sturtland's synlegal condition is deeply poor. She has been suffering from severe long-term malnutrition, accompanied with intense psychological stress reactions. From the old bruises on Buddy, it's clear she has endured inhumane abuse and siniestral oppression for a long time.
Abuse. Very well. Sir, the matter you instructed has been handled. We mobilized all the resources of the Courtion at the California Supreme Court. It only took 3 hours for that illegal guardianship agreement to be completely emerald. Thank you. Uproot that old bastard's family business. I want them to lose even the right to beg on the streets of Los Angeles. Understood, sir. As for the multi-million-dollar trust fund under Miss Lily Sterling's name, it has now been fully restored to her account. Take a look at this.
This, my trust? They're no longer my guardians?
From today, you are free. No one can use a single penny to threaten you anymore.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You don't need to say those words to me. Get some rest. Someone will come to see you tomorrow.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'll leave right away. I won't cling to your son. Oh
Oh my God, you poor dear child, you've suffered so much.
My cold-hearted, good-for-nothing son has no idea how to take care of a woman. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for bringing a pure new life into our war-torn family.
These are the keys to the largest estate in Beverly Hills. Consider it a small welcome gift for my future granddaughter. Move in as soon as you're discharged from the hospital. Let's see who dares to utter a single word of objection.
Madam, this is too valuable. I can't accept it. I'm just an ordinary... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll pay for it. I'll work to pay. Don't make it. Ah! Oh my God.
Your show's cut. It's Ardician baby one your dually. It's just racing a late we ce soir. They couldn't be my tia to Arsifni.
Are you blind? Who told you to put this cheap trash where she walks? If she tripped, I'd throw you into the Pacific Ocean to feed the sharks.
I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry, boss. I'll have all the vases and obstacles on this floor cleared out immediately.
Get out of the way! Don't let this junk dirty my daughter-in-law's eyes! A pile of broken stones is nothing compared to a single strand of my granddaughter's hair!
Granddaughter?
Of course. The Sterling family has had nothing but cold, stinky boys for 3 generations straight. I've been dreaming of a soft, sweet granddaughter.
This is the top-tier private medical team I had airlifted overnight from Switzerland and Italy. From today on, they are on 24-hour standby.
We still doing in this hospital? The care here isn't worthy of my treasure. Gwenga, prepare the car immediately. We're taking Lily back to the Godfather estate in Beverly Hills.
Wait, the estate? I can't go there.
You don't have the right to refuse. Yars there are Brucem quanting you. Only within my territory are you Jewitly and fiancé.
Darling, which ones do you like? I've brought the entire Milan Fashion Week design team to Los Angeles.
Ma'am, this is too much. I just need a few ordinary maternity PR.
Ordinary? Have Budward color in the dictionary of every style the modders just worn, made up, and delivered to the master bedroom's walk-in closet.
Wait, you're going to the wrong room. That's Mr. Dominic's master suite. The guest rooms are on the other side.
Miss Lily, this is the madam's instruction. You are pregnant and may need care at any hour of the night. The madam said that within this entire estate, only the boss's master bedroom is the safest. And the boss has always been a light sleeper. With him by your side, the madam feels most at ease.
But...
You're afraid of me.
I'm just not used to it yet. You're going to sleep on the couch? But this is your room. You're the head of the Sterling family.
Now, this is the room, Miss Sterling. Close your eyes. Go to sleep.
He possesses the power and wealth to destroy everything, yet he gives all his gentleness and patience to me. But I'm just a lowly Cinderella on the run for a trust fund. I really deserve him. That liar, Chloe. I have to go to the gala and expose her face to face. I can't let her insult the family name my parents left behind.
If you want to go, then go. A woman of the Sterling family doesn't need to endure any humiliation.
You're okay with me going? But there might be a lot of paparazzi outside.
Made overnight by Italy's top craftsmen. And crush the bones of anyone who dares to mock you.
Wow, look who's here, our former school belle Lily Stringling. I heard you've been working really hard lately. Is that perverted old man still able to keep up?
Chloe, cut out your disgusting rumor-mongering act. I've already reclaimed my trust pod. I don't have any so-called sugar daddy.
Oh my God, look at what she's wearing on her feet. Red-soled shoes? Louboutin never made such flat country bumpered styles. They must be knockoffs from Chinatown. So embarrassing, reeking of cheapness like a lowly worker. Oops, my hand slipped. I hope the cheap dye on these fake shoes doesn't run and stain the club's carpet.
What do you think you're doing? I'm warning you, this dress is...
You crazy bitch!
Sorry, my hand slipped too.
You can send the dry cleaning bill to my sugar daddy. Oh wait, I forgot. With your family's pathetic assets, you can't even afford the postage to mail the bill.
Security! Call security! Calling the police! I'm going to expose you, you crazy bitch, to the press!
You don't need to kick me out. The air in here makes me sick. Could you please call me a taxi? Or a ride-hailing car? I'm willing to pay triple the fray.
Sorry, miss. The rain is too heavy tonight. All the cars are booked by VIP guests. You'll have to walk outside the block to haul a cab yourself.
Oh, look at this drowned rat! What, did your sugar daddy have a heart attack and die in bed? Can't even send a car? Just walk back to your slums barefoot? Oh, my dear boyfriend is here to pick me up. He's a vice president at a top Wall Street investment bank, and he just got this Porsche. Lily, why don't you get on your knees and beg him to let you hide in the trunk out of pity?
Darling, why waste words on such low-class trash? Be careful her stench of poverty doesn't dirty my leather seats.
Are you insane? Do you know who I am? Do you know how much this car costs? Sterling, the Godfather?
Are you crazy? What are you doing kneeling in the mud? He wrecked your Porsche!
Shut up! Do you want to get my whole family killed? Get on your knees!
How did you get here?
To take Mrs. Sterling home.
Don't. I'm filthy, covered in mud and water. Don't touch me.
Never use that word in front of me.
I'm sorry. I've caused you trouble again. I was afraid those socialites would call the police and reporters, that it would affect your business on the West Coast, so I...
The Sterling family's business isn't worth a single strand of your hair. If any reporter in Los Angeles dare to write a single word about you, I'll buy every newspaper. If the police dare to upset you, I'll replace the police chief. This is the Godfather's signet ring. Dashing it means you have all eye protection. And Jay Cutry using out can even all the wise side.
He's doing all this just to protect the child in my belly, right? After its Sterling family blood.
How are the preparations for next week's Century, Carla? News from Italy says the heads of the 5 families will personally attend, bringing their most precious daughter, Valentina.
Everything is being prepared according to the highest standards. Madam, if the boss can marry Miss Valentina, our Sterling family will completely control the underground routes in Europe.
Yes. Dominic needs a queen who can stand by his side in the Mafia world. Valentina is undoubtedly the perfect choice. Avdista Gala absolutely can have any mispasses.
Have you heard? The boss is going to propose to the Italian Mafia princess at next week's gala. That's a true blue-blooded underworld princess, a perfect match.
Then what about Miss Lily in the master bedroom, the one who's pregnant?
Oh, don't you get it? This kind of thing happens all the time in wealthy families. She's just a commoner, at best a breeding tool. Was the hair turned Sterling family mistreat her? He'll just give her some money and send her away. How would she ever become the Godfather's real Will Sups?
I'm sorry.
Dominic, thank you for giving me the most beautiful of my lation. But I cannot become an obstacle to your power, and I cannot let my child be born as an illegitimate child's hidden from the world. Goodbye. I'm sorry, Dominic. Let me be selfish just this once and keep a little memento of you. Tell Cecily that whoever dares touch my goods, I'll kill their whole family.
Who's there? Come out!
Who are you? Get out of here. Listen, in Los Angeles, anyone who dares lay a hand on a member of the Sterling family dies.
Oh? So this is the little bunny that drove Dominic completely insane? Interesting.
Lilia? How did you, this piece of trash from the slums, get in here?
Chloe, what's all the screaming about? Isn't this just some lowly waitress who was dumped by the Godfather trying to sneak in and snag a rich husband?
Oh my, I thought your dying sugar daddy left you a fortune. Turns out you ran out of money and came to the Century Gala to be a lowly plate-carry servant.
Get out of my way. I don't want to talk to you. Leaving? As a waitress, you spilled a guest's drink? Shouldn't you kneel down and use your clothes to clean my shoes before you go? Chloe, don't push me too far.
A filthy waitress dares to talk back? I'll teach you the rules of this place today.
The Godfather's death seal ring! You, who the hell are you?
Thief! Catch the thief! Where are the security guards? This pauper from the slums dares to steal from the Sterling family?
Shut up, you idiot! Shut up! Do you want to get our whole family killed?
Oh my god! That's the Godfather's personal token that he never takes off. Where did you steal it from, you lowly woman? Call the police! No! Hand her over the Mafia's enforcement hall. Shot her hand off! Back off! I dare any of you to touch me. Dominic gave this to me himself. Dominic gave it to you himself? Who do you think you are? The Godfather wouldn't even glance at trash from the bottom like you. Everyone, let's strip this thief naked and throw her out!
Anyone who dares take another step forward, I will make their entire clan vanish from the face of the earth. I'm sorry I'm late.
This can't be. How could Mr. Sterling kiss this low—
Boss! Boss, spare me! I didn't know she was yours! I truly didn't know she was the Godfather's wife! It was this bitch! She was the one who was always jealous of the lady. She incited me. Please, just let me go like I'm nothing.
It's all over.
Freeze all their families' offshore accounts and trust funds. Strip them of all business qualifications in North America and Europe. Take everything of value off them.
Yes, boss.
Tonight, my wife was frightened. This banquet ends now. Everyone within 5 minutes, get out!
Dominic, did I ruin your business again? This was a charity gala gathering all of America's elite.
Silly girl. This banquet was never about money laundering, or any business at all.
Then what was it for?
All the flowers, all the lights, even summoning the most arrogant people in America. It was all because I wanted to propose to you in the most
What did you say?
Boss, she's back. She's in the lounge on the second floor. There's a situation there that requires your personal attention. Lily, I'm sorry. Give me 10 minutes. Wait for me right here in this hall. Don't go anywhere.
Dominic, you really made me search high and low for you. So, what the maids said was true. This grand gala, perhaps it was originally meant to be their engagement ceremony. My appearance is just an
Mrs. Lillian, the boss said your dress was damaged earlier. He specifically instructed me to bring this dress for you to change into. The distinguished guests have been invited back to the main hall. The boss said that once you've changed, he have an important matter to announce fronts everyone.
An important matter. Is it to propose to that Italian Mafia heiress? Is this dress just to allow me to exit gracefully and preserve the Sturley family's dignity? All right, I'll change. For the sake of my child, I must walk out with pride.
Oh my god, look at that pregnant woman! How dare she wear the same dress as Valentina? She must have sneaked into the backstage just now, saw Miss Valentina's gown, and then deliberately had a knockoff center to wear.
This is the biggest joke in Los Angeles this century. A low-class pregnant woman dreaming of amorphifying a real mafia princess? She's knocked the press even worthy of one of Miss Valentina's toes. Mrs. Valentina, please don't be angry. That lowerly woman wearing a fake to imitate you is simply an eyes.
Miss Ballerina, why did you hit me?
Idiot. No one insults the dress I personally chose. And absolutely no one insults a woman of our sterling family. Were you scared, my dear sister-in-law? I'm a Dominic's biological sister who befriends the Ozo princess. You can call me Tina. Biological sister? But your dresses, these two custom-made gowns were specially commissioned by me. I had someone fly to Paris, spent 3 months, tailor them for the two of us as sister in Mapape. I want to use this method to tell all of North America that Lily is my personally endorsed sister-in-law. If anyone dares to gossip about her again, I'll cut out their tongue and feed it to the dogs.
You don't need to feel like you're not good enough for anyone. From the moment you barged into my room at the club, my life has been yours. Lily, become my Mrs. Sterling, become the sole queen of this empire, will you?
Quiet. I know what you old foxes are thinking. You think that just because a daughter-in-law comes from a humble background, even if marry into the Sterling family, she can be kicked out at any minor? Today, in my capacity as the first matriarch of the Sterling family, I am signing an irrefusable trust transfer agreement right here. If my bastard son dares to be the slightest bit unfaithful to Lily, cause her even a shred of distress, he will be left with nothing, all of which the entire American Mafia and the Sterling Tranwigwell conglomerate. It will be inherited entirely by Lily and the child in her whim.
Mother, this is too much.
Did you hear that, Mrs. Sterling? I'm a pauper who could go bankrupt at any moment now. I'll be relying on you to support me from now on.
Your account has been frozen. Your account has been frozen.
It's all because of you, you bitch! It's all because you had to provoke her! I spent half my life climbing to where I am today, and you've ruined everything!
How dare you hit me! You useless piece of trash! You were the one who wanted to burn her with a cigar, too! We're finished! Completely...
Lily, you've taken everything from me. Even if I die, I'll drag your bastard down to hell with me.
Dominic, it's already 2 a.m. Time to rest.
Just letting me hold you for a while is more restorative than 10 hours of sleep.
Have you noticed? The boss hasn't slept in the master bedroom for several days now.
What's so strange about that? A man like the boss and the baddie beer pinnacle bound in energy has like do the somme dare. He pumped her, so of course he's going to find elsewhere.
Oh my god, are you saying the boss has— Which Wall Street tycoon or mafia godfather doesn't keep a few top models or socialites while their wife is pregnant? Miss Lily may have gotten the matriarch's agreement, but she's still a commoner with no background. In this estate, once a man's favor is gone, she's nothing.
Why are you still up so late? Go back to your room. Now.
Well, well, if it isn't the little sparrow who turned into a phoenix, Mrs. Sterling. What, here to check up on your husband? Do you really think Dominic would ever fall for a plain, boring commoner like you? You're just a cheap vessel to produce a pure-blood heir for him. Once the baby is born, you can crawl back to your slum.
You're lying.
Save my daughter. Don't tell him.
If anything happens to her, I will burn your entire family and this whole hospital to ashes!
Boss! Mrs. Sterling has lost too much blood, and the extreme emotional stress triggered premature labor. We are doing everything we can to save her.
Lily, I'm sorry. I swear I'm willing to give you my entire empire, my life, to make it up to you.
Dominic, let me go.
What did you say?
Your world is full of betrayal, blood, and slaughter. We're with my daughter to live in the young sun. It's over between us.
Boss! You can't sign this! You didn't even look at that Vivian! Why don't you go explain everything to Madam? How can you let her go?
Explain what? Explain that I just killed a few people? She's right. My world is too dark. She was meant for the sunlight. It was me who dragged her into hell with despicable means. If leaving me can spare her from facing this slaughter any more, I'd rather give her freedom.
Madam, this is from the boss. A private island villa in Switzerland, Europe, with a comprehensive security system and a massive amount of bearer bonds, enough for you and the young miss to live lavily for 10 lifetimes. The boss said he would never let you and your daughter suffer the slightest wilch.
What about him? Won't he come see our daughter?
I heard he was in town.
Now, send the top 50 men. Protect her in the shadows, 24/7. If she loses a single hair on her head, you'll all answer with your heads. Remember, never appear before her. Don't let her know that I'm still here, in this dark corner, loving her.
Dominic, I love you, but for our daughter's safety, I'm sorry. Dominic, she looks so much like you, especially those stubborn eyes. I've been living in the sunlights as you wished. But why, in every startled night, do I still think of you, hopelessly?
Lily! Save me! Save your Jennifer! I know I was wrong. I was worse than a dog before. We've been punished.
The Sterling family not killing you is already the greatest mercy. Don't act in front of me. Get lost.
It's not an act. Your Jennifer has been diagnosed with terminal pancreatic cancer. The doctor says she's less than a week left. Her only bataille Chantal's when forgiveness.
And she has a key. The only key to your parents' safe deposit box at the Swiss bank. It holds all their belongings left for you and their most confidential will. If you don't go, this key will be cremated with her.
I don't trust that scumbag, but I have to get the key. It's the last trace my parents left in this world. I can't let it disappear.
Men, 50 of the top shadow guards, and you let a woman slip right under your noses? Are you all fucking blind? Boss! Mrs. Sterling knows the villa security system too well. She cut the main sensor line. We thought she was just in the garden.
Alert every intelligence network, media outlet, underground force, and assassin syndicate across North America, no matter the cost. No matter how many times we have to turn Los Angeles upside down, even if it means declaring war on 5 families. Tonight, I must see a living Mrs. Sterling. If she suffers even the slightest injury, every single one of you will fucking pay with your lives.
Damn it. I knew it was a trap.
Michael said this woman used to be somebody important in LA, and she's sitting on a huge stash of bearer bonds. Cut the crap. The boss said this woman's figure is top-notch. Even though she just had a baby, that body, she'll definitely fetch a sky-high price.
Where's Jennifer? Wasn't she supposed to be in the final stages of pancreatic cancer, wanting to see me one last time before she dies?
Jennifer? She's in an underground casino in LA right now, gambling away with the money you gave her.
Pancreatic cancer? Fake. Just enough to lure you here. As for your parents' key, this piece of junk was enough to fool you too. If you still want your inheritance, go ask them in hell.
Dominic, I'm sorry I was being clever again. If I can survive this, I never want to leave your protection for even a step.
Sign it, then hand over the vault code to those bearer bonds. Otherwise, I'll strip you naked right now, take pictures, and sell them to every reporter in LA. I'll make sure you die a miserable death.
Still haven't gotten it done? Big bitch used to be just a club waiters. There to be shy about. Make her sign it now.
If that doesn't work, just force the issue. Film it. Completely destroy her.
She'll definitely be too scared to go to the police and will have to immediately hand over the money.
Boss Marcus! You're here! This is the premium merchandises Michael and I mentioned to you on the phone. Absolutely clean, and a young mother who just gave birth. Perfect for your taste! Jennifer! How could you sell me out? You jinx! It's all because of you that we've been driven to this point by the Sterling family! I'm not just selling you, I'll sell the bastard you bore too!
Not bad. Truly a premium piece.
Who would have thought a woman discarded by the Sterling Godfather would still have such a figure?
This is a $200,000 deposit. As long as she can please me, the remaining balance will be wired to your account.
No. Please, Jennifer. Don't hand me over to this demon.
And ask your parents for the key. This old man is Boss Marcus, the one in LA who loves the abuse scene the most. If you survive day, consider yourself lucky. Let's go.
Stop struggling, Mrs. Sterling. Your cold-blooded godfather has already thrown you away like trash. Tonight, I'll show you what real pleasure.
Don't touch me! Dominic, help me!
Which hand touched her?
Sterling, Godfather?
Dominic.
You just said you wanted to teach my woman about pleasure?
Wait, Godfather! You can't kill me! I'm the Sterling family's franchise district boss on the West Coast!
Backer? The real Godfather? You old fool, open your damn eyes and see who's standing right in front of you. Is that so? Then call him now. I'd also like to see what my district boss looks like.
Boss, I'm at the Seattle Docks warehouse, surrounded by some bastard named Dominic. He's even impersonating you. Come save me!
Speak.
Godfather, no! Spare me! I really didn't know it was you!
Please, spare me.
Don't let me see this trash again. Understood.
Dominic.
I'm here. Don't worry, Lily. I won't let anyone hurt you.
I'm sorry.
Tell her what you were doing in the office that night.
That night, Dominic was actually interrogating me at gunpoint about business secrets. Those lipstick marks were a deliberate setup to drive a wedge between you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was wrong to doubt you. I'll never leave your side again. Still blaming yourself for misunderstanding him?
Valentina, I always feel like I'm a burden. For me, he has broken the sadding rules time and again,
even willing to wage against the entire Hess war.
Not only para help to help ta, but its own admire my serving my own.
Silly girl, do you think the men of the Sterling family need women to help them conquer the world? Dominic has been crawling through piles of Boken since he was 10. His world was filled with nothing but betrayal, schemes, and cold steel. It's you who gave him a real home where he can breathe. You're not a burden. You're the only salvation that keeps him alive in this.
Dominic, I'm sorry. From today on, I will never run away than here, and I will never doubt you that way. I want to stay by your side and Joanie the Mrs. Sterling.
You said it yourself, Lily. In this lifetime, even if you die, you can only die in my arms.
Boss, Wall Street has you given waited for half an hour. That's a $12 billion across town to get Ewing Blorgian acquisition deal. Law guys, the Bobby guys are practically jumping down the Hui room.
Let them wait. If anyone dares to make another call to rush me, I'll make them disappear from Wall Street for good.
Yes, boss.
Dominic, I'm just going back to school to finish my final year of studies that I had to take a break from because of the pregnancy. You don't need to make it seem like a presidential inauguration.
What's a presidential inauguration compared to this? Escorting my queen back to campus is the Sterling Group's only top priority today.
I'll pick you up after school. If anyone at this school dares to make you unhappy, even the president, you just tell me. I'll mind the schools and fire him tonight.
Don't worry. I'm not that easy to bully pushover anymore.
Lillian, my dear niece, you can't be this heartless. You took all our family's wealth to live the life of a wealthy socialite, and now your Aunt Jennifer is terminally ill with no money even for chemotherapy. Please have a heart. Unraise some of the trust fund for us. We're about to die on the streets.
Oh my god, this is too cruel. It's if you could delete, you couldn't just watch a chinja die ill since.
Tresta glamshin turns guys up for singjing digga. Let's post this wonkus ouncer and explode her.
Lillian, Auntie doesn't blame you. I just beg you to let me live.
Terminal illness? No money for chemo?
Showing these two self-proclaimed terminally ill patients who claim they can't even afford food, lost a total of $3 million. These are the transaction records from a Las Vegas underground bahanso over the past month. And this Jennifer, who's supposedly on her deathbed, was opening 10 bottles of Ace of Spades champagne at a yacht party just the night before last. They're not here for help. They're vampires. Parasites coveting the trust fund my parents left me. They came here today to emotionally blackmail me just to get money to keep squandering at the gambling tables. These two are shameless. How dare they fake an illness to scam money?
Disgusting! Don't let them get away with this!
This is impossible. How could you get these confidential underground casino records?
In Los Angeles, there's nothing I can't find out. Now take your lies and get out of my school immediately. Shut up! What do you poor students know? That money belongs to our family!
Bitch! You dare ruin me? I'll slice up that face you used to seduce men today.
Madam, apologies for the fright. The boss instructed that if they dared pose any real threat to you, we needn't wait for LAPD procedures.
Take them away. Don't dirty my school.
Hood them all, take them back to Cerberus base.
Godfather, spare my life! Godfather, spare my life! I truly didn't know she was your wife! If we had known, we would have dared us, Shishal, even you gave us 100 times to let this...
Darling, the laws of Los Angeles are too merciful. Here, you are the judge. How would you like to deal with them?
You stole my trust fund at my parents' funeral, and you sold me to that old drug bro in Seattle. I remember every single debt. Don't you love shifting blame onto each other? There's only one bullet in this gun. Among the two of you, only the one who can prove the other was the mastermind behind all the schemes will walk out of this door alive.
It was him! All the ideas were his! He signed the papers to transfer the trust fund, and he was the one who sold you to the drug lord for $200,000! I'm just a poor woman forced by him! Lily, if you want to kill someone, kill him!
You bitch! It was you who covered her parents' inheritance in the first place! You were the one who secretly changed the password to the will! I'll blow your brains out today! It's all because of you! You vicious woman! You ruined my life! Go to hell!
You beast. I'll haunt you even as a ghost.
Godfather, Lily, look, I've taken care of the mastermind. You can let me go now, right?
Enough. Looking at them makes me sick. Let's go home. Our daughter is waiting for us.
All right, as you wish.
Throw these 2 pieces of trash into the deepest black coal mine in Siberia. Tell the guards there, I want them to do 20 hours of hard labor every day, never see the sun again, until they grow old and rot in that mine.
Yes, boss.
This red one is too gautry. Make it away. Bring over that set encrusted with diamonds. Our Lily is about to attend the graduation gala. She must be the most darling, the entire the queen.
Exactly. Send the bill directly to the consortium headquarters. Let that workaholic Dominic sign it. Mother, Tina, really, it's enough. The walk-in closet is already overflowing.
Who the hell designed this thing? It's harder than defusing a bomb.
Boss, maybe let the Nancy handle it? You'll crush the bottle with brute force like that.
Boss, an hour ago, Arius Stone released a new single titled Dee's Favor on social media and music platforms.
A lousy song. And you think it's worth coming to report to me?
No, boss. The lyrics of this song are filled with blatant hints about you. Things like the Black Cross, the top floor Romane Conti. Now the entire social media platforms and short video apps have completely exploded.
Oh my god, I always knew in The Godfather were true love. That so-called secret who came out of nowhere is definitely a shameless mistress.
She doesn't deserve him. We know deserve him. How can such shabby, cheap stuff be worthy of Rodeo Drive? It seems some people are good for nothing but climbing into men's beds. Madam, this is a private atelier. We do not accept guests without an appointment. An appointment? The whole of Hollywood knows that if I want it, Dominic would even give me his life. You're just a passing fancy for him. You can buy the most expensive trash here, but you will never get the key to being the lady of this house. Now take your dogs and get out of my territory.
You just wait and see!
Dominic, I just went to visit my sister-in-law and she had her bodyguards beat me up like my entire world tour the ruined.
You were too impulsive. No matter what, you should apologize to her.
What did you say? You want me to apologize to her?
I'll have my personal physician use the best medicine to cure their Meospar, the Edelfakes and Abracontric Palines Plovrin from Aldeconplastomer.
Thank you, Dominic. I knew you still had me in your heart.
Lily, I'm sorry. Put a wipe out Arya in fell swish and I have to bid a play along with her.
How are you crying? Did you really think I'd care about that woman full of lies?
You silly girl. I was just putting on an act to make Arya let her guard down so I could round up all those Hollywood media moguls behind her who've been sucking the family dry. The only one I love is you, Lily.
What are we doing here?
To get our marriage license, my wife.
Take a good look. This is the legitimate Mrs. Sterling. Dry your tears. If you dare mention her name again, I'll personally cut out your tongue.
Who are you?
Arya's fans. You're just a lowly woman who slept her way to the top. How dare you steal Arya's, and you're asking for death!
Call the Sicilian Council of Eldrings immediately. Dispatch their top-tier Crusader assassins. I want that singing woman dead before tomorrow's sunrise.
Mother, killing her outright is too merciful. I will use the power of capital to publicly crush everything she holds dear right in front of the whole world.
Godfather Dominic Sterling will officially announce his true soulmate to the world at this unprecedented Grand Century Gala.
Only I am worthy of being Mrs. Sterling. I am Dominic's true soulmate.
Everyone's asking about tonight's surprise. All I can say is, Dominic promised to give me the most precious status in the world. As for those sparrows who dream of flying up to the high branches, after tonight, they'll learn what the abyss truly is.
Impossible! This can't be! Dominic, you're just using a stand-in to get back at me, right? You love me!
I hereby announce that the woman standing beside me is the one and only legitimate matriarch of the Sterling family and the only weakness I will ever allow myself in this lifetime.
Die! You bitch who ruined Arya's happiness!
Daring to draw weapons on Sterling family territory? Who gave you the audacity?
Ladies and gentlemen, since you're all so interested in Miss Arya's private life, I'll give you a grand gift.
This is fake! It's all fake! Dominic, you can't do this to me. I made so much money for you. I gave you my youth. Those videos are fake! Help me!
Did you think the Sterling family's resources were given for free? You messed with the wrong person. What the Sterling family gave you, I can take back with my own hand. Miss Arya Stone, you are suspected of illegally hiring thugs for vandalism and robbery, as well as multiple counts of cross-border money laundering. Please come with us.
It's just me, you, and the moonlight. Your name.
Now, in the presence of God and all gathered here, the two newlyweds shall exchange rings, symbols of their eternal vows.
Dominic, I'm sorry. The blueprints for the Eternal Start rings I designed myself were completely destroyed when the atelier was vandalized. Tonight, we might not have those rings.
Lily Sterling, don't lower your head. In this world, nothing you truly desire can be destroyed by anyone.
What is this?
The night you finished the final sketch, I had Vincent Concierra send the original falls to Paris. The best craftsmen in the world worked day and night for 3 months just to deliver them back to their owner at this very moment.
Lily, I love you. Will you marry me?
I do.
Lily Sterling, from this day forward, this empire is yours, and my life is yours.
To Mrs. Sterling!
Lily, I will love you for the rest of my life.
Me too.